Yamamunya kwa bebim edeba Pepe's Rice channel no so ewo YouTube. Yeda mase se abreni abibia no mugu so na mohwe ye. Yeni so hwe a mohwe ye no. Eno nti na abibia no ye trase a na yadamase na yamoma hu so a hwe a mohwe ye no se disi so yeni ede efa. We are extremely grateful. Me patcho se na ene da edikan ya wo hwe ye dwumadi a wo mo de answer subscribe ede amaye. If today happens to be the very first time you are watching us, kindly subscribe to our channel for us. What I share in videos, nemum, it has not occurred to you say over subscribe. Me pacho subscribe for my SCC na o subscribe no na o boa na o push page no na baby a press page na edru no na o de kose na e de di kan ya wo hwe edwumadi na bo mo de aso ba subscribe e de amaye ye wuram e wa Asante Kotoko. Asante Kotoko na mamemfa ntodwa se here ewo Pepe's Rice channel we so no metimi confirm e di amount say coach Karim Zito the next coach of Asante Kotoko. Karim Zito is all but confirmed to be the coach of Kotoko going into the 2025-2026 football season. Karim Zito ebe lead Kotoko e di omovrum e the CAF Confederations Cup. Should he win the FA Cup, na is the omo ewrum CAF Champions CAF Confederations Cup. Mepacho the American menka say ogia na beba na akobo e na beba na ye coach no. But ogia so the omo kobo and they separate. And now me catch us say montwentwen so na me mamo exclusive bi na menya de amamo a na Karim Zito kwa okọ bibiani dance park no results or the be crucial. So I told you that yes, now about 80% chance of becoming the coach. But if he goes to bibiani, no one lose game now. A bit pushy Karim Zito at the free 80% and na kujina be 99% chance. Mokai. I said this on radio and I posted it on this platform. Today, I can tell you confidently, se coach the Karim Zito no, wano ebe lead Asante Kotoko as the coach for the 2025-2026 football season. Confirmed. Okay, not confirmed by the club, but I am confirming to you based on the sources I've been with. And mame entrimusa. Asante Kotoko enyam for confirmation am I. But my catcher say ye juma yi a lot of the times clearly yana ye lead club no any problem. And nti abranje did it in Houston. Madrid enyam confirming so much sign no. Na Fabricio ne omo ye foreign transfer stories about confirming that. I think 2 weeks ago and a confirmation by said Xabi Alonso ebe sign at the Madrid. I no oba officially ebe signing. Inti the media can always lead the club makacho baby information at the free. We've explained that. It's coach Karim Zito, a legend of Asante Kotoko. He came in as the technical director of Asante Kotoko. In fact, at the time of Prosper Nete Ugum in one of the meetings leading up to the termination of contract between Kotoko and Prosper, one of the meetings, now the suggestion was that Yekofa Karim Zito abe technical director whilst Prosper Ebekoso I coach, and Prosper rejected that because Ghana had the amount technical director. Normally, it's either they don't know their job or clubs na for money you define the amount. One day, I want to get into one club, na show contract with my technical director, the job description. I want to look at it because I know if you be technical director, then if I can start to say head coach na juma no, as one and a na conflict eba. I've been around, I've seen this happen many times. Clubs in and no I idea about Prosper rejected. So it means that Karim did to all back he knew definitely that he was coming in as the technical director, not as the head coach. It can be for the cameras, right? That you can argue about that. But me and I'm a demon who is a coach in the air battle. Not only pefe say omba as the head coach. Nemum ebra prosper nete ugum. Eja edwuma no kokoe. Na ehwo akohia se Asante Kotoko for ema na beye the interim head coach and then osan so technical director role. But as interim head coach, ne modemono aso management ani, modemono aso supporters any, modemono aso supporters leadership any, and he seems to be taking all the boxes correct, and the stakeholders of the club, Asante Kotoko club, the stakeholders plan mamubo evangel. The number one stakeholder, His Royal Majesty Otumfo Setutu the second, or the number one stakeholder of the club. The next, the supporters. Then you go to the old players. We call the current management. Now, if you walk past management and omomokabi, there's some opinion leaders in the club. These are the stakeholders of Asante Kotoko. Because I mean, draw Asante Kotoko. Stakeholders, I say, and I draw at the amount. And no, and a coach Abdul Karim Zito. Games no about the Asante Kotoko. It's officially. We bought how many? 4 league games and 1 FA Cup, right? 4 league games, 1 FA Cup. The coach is still undefeated. Abdul Karim Zito back will be answered. And with the 5 official games, 5 competitive games. Now he played 1 game in the FA Cup that has propelled Kotoko to the finals of the FA Cup 2025. So Kotoko are in the FA Cup finals. He defeated Brekum Chelsea by a goal to nil. That goal was scored by fantastic Albert Amwa, workaholic Albert Amwa. Honestly good. In the league, we about 2 games, we about 2 games away. Of the 4 games we about league, still we're undefeated. Now, if you want to put the league games in proper perspective, say that here, Asante Kotoko Eshe, Adriana starts by a goal to nil, Babayara, Kwampoku scored. Asante Kotoko Eku PM, the Accra Sports Stadium, and the Accra folk about 0-0 away game. Kotoko ebe tenefie echi Mediama Sporting Mediama the next game Pentamo Kotoko ebe chi Dreams FC coach former side echi by 4 goals to 1 ena omoni bibiani Gold Stars akobo 0-0. So 2 home games, 2 wins, 2 away games, 2 drawn games. Of course, ama Kotoko number of games are omuntu enhye ewa away no akwa jina nkoro 9. Proud to coach, but the last 7 games are Kotoko abo ewo ubima so ewa away no. Na Asante Kotoko eni nkudim. Coach abo draw me no edi asoso. So it has moved that figure to 9. But overall, Kotoko considered only 1 goal in 5 games. And that was the goal I consider here. Editia Dreams FC. That Joseph is so good, no? Is the only goal Kotoko consider. Enti a chase coach ama defense no I watertight. Proud to Ababana Kotoko consider 7 goals in 4 games. Now in 5 games, Kotoko consider 1 goal. In terms of scoring, of course, 2 games, Kotoko a draw blank. Iti Kotoko has Kotoko anje go. Kotoko ni bibiani goals as Kotoko anje go. As Omoko away, I won't papa. But you still want to give the coach the benefit of the doubt. And upon this performance, coach Adane Dino, and I convince the leadership of the club. I convince the stakeholders of the club. Say, as a coach, I'm not told you one here. Me see urem ewa Asante Kotoko supporters are. Omo the ordinary supporters. When I use that word ordinary, I don't use it to spite anybody, but I use it advisably. Say, you're the ordinary supporter on Oba Stadium. Now Kotoko ashen what ye or no your ordinary supporter. Omo can be wom say be a free meet omo ko be a kabino. Omo mean to him from ordinary supporters. Omo I am from the supporters leadership. No, it's the ordinary fans are in love with the coach. Now Sunday, I was hosting a program on Radio Akuma. After the game ended draw, I'm be phone lines. Pepe, coach, man, trust Pepe, coach. In fact, if I picked 100 calls, over 90 of them, with that clarion call that the coach should continue. Then the management themselves are convinced by the coach adwuma wabe edia mom. Nana Pekra Kwesi Ewua, James Kwesi Apia, Lawyer Safoduku, Richard Akuto, the management of Asante Kotoko are pleased with coach Nejuma. Supporters leadership. Omunyina. Nanam tese ba ko kase oh kom kwa bonte ko fa bruni ba ya, but eya ye unanimous say aso omunyina egitum say coach Ejuma awaye no o deserve so oto so e ma Asante Kotoko as the head coach. Etimi no kase yi nano Nana Pekra ekomensia the IMC visited Menshia and they got the blessing of His Royal Majesty. Say, Ome appointed new coach. Oshira omunko, no munko appointed. Inti very soon, but I don't know how soon my very soon is. The appointment or the confirmation of Abdul Karim Zito Ebeba. My main Kai will say, before I could call ever Karim Zito in China, Omuko Masokoredu. And they wanted Masokoredu to come and complete the season when they were thinking about relieving Prosper Ogum office, coaching duties and responsibilities. No, Omuko Masokoredu. Maso Kachom said no. Maybe a season I dream them so season my be started afresh. And so a bra kotoko eka kaniya pe coaches no. Masokoredu was there because a bra no mo pobi to replace Ogum in the interim. Maso di by na obia you consider say in the interim obi try no say you permanent coach at the end of the so Maso Koredu e din e ba sa conversation no. Ma me fan to just say coaches mienu omo ya brofo okure mu e din e ba up for consideration. Omo din ba up gidi power for consideration. In fact, and none of player na me te say Mediema Sporting Club head coach Ibrahim Tanko Anyas. When we say Ibrahim Tanko, Ebra James Kwesi Apia Blasters one an assistant. Senyesena Ibrahim Tanko ako sign the Mediema enche Kwesi would have spoken to him. Kwesi Apia ne bekasa. After the possibility of bringing Ibrahim Tanko Anyas to Asante Kotoko, but na ako sign the Mediema. Me sure say 3 months kwaba. These are the considerations and the names are about up for consideration. Na Kotoko edwene ho wan na eba wan na be adwuma no yemfa hwan mra. These names about up our conversation. Kotoko has finally settled on Abdul Karim Zito. What they will do is Asante Kotoko edit 2 more assistant coaches. Eba beka coach say was more one assistant in Prince Yawe Champo. You didn't know. Asante Kotoko one assistant coach. Now, sir, Prince Ousu, sorry, not a Champo. Prince Ousu. Iti Prosper onu say the main setup no 2 assistant coaches. And son a youth team coach naba. That's exactly the structure Asante Kotoko management ebe. So they will seek to appoint a new goalkeepers trainer. Omuya, Omu appointed 2 assistant coaches. And assistant coaches, you know, bako ebe responsibility say youth team no, ono na ehwe so. Nti we said there and some no esi etie na yewuram with a confirmation of coach Abdul Karim Zito as the next permanent coach of Asante Kotoko. The experience or the African campaign or the dreams you know, it play a major part, a major role in this decision. Kotoko likely to play the CAF Confederations Cup. Now about CAF Confederations Cup, coach Eddie Abdul Karim Zito, LED Dreams FC, Eddie Murem or CAF Confederations Cup. Omo boya be do the semi-finals where Zamalek eventually Zamalek etwaso ekokoji kuru ano. A chair say coach juma competition anya hwe. He has learned a lot of lessons from the preliminary rounds or negotiate PM group stages. No to qualify every group no. So experience we no. Asante Kotoko will need it, and they will need it from the perspective of a coach, a head coach, not maybe a technical director. Bia na me pepe, me na me head coach. Me ba na o technical director because we go Africa ni bi. O person try na we impose you ma wa hwe na amfa because I may have my different philosophy from yours. It yanu ntira mpanyifo I take decisions say there. I must settle on coach Abdul Karim Zito so no enye the head coach and former Asante Kotoko ebi mu suggest a technical director sen ko no be head coach na technical director ba ebi a coach Bashi Hayford unyan e be technical director en ka boa ama Asante Kotoko no agina yi but makacho say some position of technical director no if we cannot define it well, if it is not well defined, almost always the nimbia no I confirm problems any issues at the bar Bashir for himself a brand pay for confirm Morris Koma who had done so well for a Nimba of Nigeria. So may ne technical director, brand on a head coach. Our coach no league, you know. I can't be any money free as an technical directorship role. No, if we can define it very well, I will advocate for it. But for now, what the Zito, a head coach, or assistant coach is man, or goalkeeper trainer, about a permanent physical instructor near there. I think Kotoko will be good to go. Now I'm also a tuni akomani. Yadamasi. Subscribe in Pacho, subscribe in FMI. Thank you so much. God bless.